Yo, man, welcome back to another edition of the Mismatch podcast. To my right, I got my boy.
I'm on your right.
Damn.
That's crazy. I'm on your right.
God damn.
Trey Woods.
Yes, sir. And to my left, I got my boy.
Jeremy, JD Media. And to my right, I got my boy Matthew Lee, Missouri State point guard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Clap it up.
Give him a hand clap. Yeah, give him a hand clap. Yeah. Team me up.
Man, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. Happy to be here.
Man, I appreciate you you tapping in with us, bro, because we've been trying to do this for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeremy, and then I think Cannon said he wanted the next person to get on
it. And we had hella people talking about it too.
Yeah, no doubt. We'd like to do. I need to do a mental check in. So man, how you feeling, man? Mentally checked in.
And I'm feeling great. I'm feeling blessed. Can't complain. All I do every day is play basketball and do a little homework here and there. So I'm feeling good.
Where? How was how you liking the Midwest area? We talking about you from the East Coast, right? But how you liking the Midwest area so far?
It's all right. Like our school is downtown, so it's just a little city like. It's not what I thought it was when I was coming on my visit and stuff. Obviously, coming from the airport, I got a little scared. I'm like, it's a whole. I'm saying, is this whole place like this? But nah. As soon as I got to campus, it was all city like and stuff. Everything's pretty close, so it feels good.
For sure. All right, so let's stay in structure of the how you got here and all that good stuff. So we start off with. I really want to start off with obviously it's basketball. Was like your main sport.
Yeah, but basketball it's always been my main sport. I played pretty much every sport growing up, just like in PE and stuff like that. I feel like I'm good at every sport, but basketball is my main sport.
So, like, what was your first memories of basketball? What did that look like for Matt?
I mean, I can't remember my life without basketball. My father played basketball, so I feel like ball's been in my hands since I was born. So. Yeah, I have no memory of my life before basketball.
It just was always. Now, was it like, I mean, when we look back at it, like, obviously people be like, don't force basketball on your kids or whatever. But obviously, like, you in a different situation, like your dad was like big time, like in the league, like draft pick type deal. So, like, was it kind of forced upon you or you just always seen it? So you like, of course I'm a hoop.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people think that it's like a forced thing. Like, they see my father pushing me and stuff, so they'd be like, he might not want that for his life and stuff, but I love basketball. I can't see my life without basketball. Ever since I was young, like even watching games when I was a little kid, like I just used to love to be around basketball. So I don't think it was something really forced as much as it was just me loving the game.
So like, talk about how old were you? Were you born with your dad? No, you weren't even born with your dad.
My dad was retired.
Was your dad? So he was retired once you got here into the world.
Yeah, he had already been retired. He had got hurt in the league.
Okay.
So he only played 2 years. So then he went down to Puerto Rico and played there a little bit, and then he was coaching.
Okay.
He was drafted after Larry Bird though.
Like Larry Bird was the 9th pick. He was the 10th.
No, he was 10th. So
Okay.
Larry Bird was first.
Oh, Larry Bird was the first overall pick. Oh, push it, Trey. So like, okay, so that's an interesting topic for me too. Like, were you born in the States or were you born?
No, I was born and raised in Puerto Rico.
So how long did you stay out there?
For real, that's wild.
I was there till I was around like 14. Then I moved to New Jersey with my godfather to play high school ball.
So like, that was a part of the reason. What was the part of the reason to come to the States was to have a better opportunity to play basketball?
Yeah, obviously just like more exposure and stuff. People can make it out of those like places like Puerto Rico and stuff like that. You can make it from there, but it's just a lot harder. And then nowadays it's all about exposure. Like you can be the best player, but if you're not seen by those certain people, you're just not going anywhere.
Dang,
So was there like no prep schools like out there in Puerto Rico?
No, it's just like regular like middle schools and high schools, and we have a few D2 colleges down there, but it's nothing to where like the States is. There's prep schools, the AAU is ramped up a lot, so it's an entirely different ballgame.
Did you move straight to Jersey after that, or?
Yeah, I moved straight from Puerto Rico to Jersey. I moved in with my godfather, played there for 2 years, and then I moved to Ohio.
Okay, I was about to say what took you to Ohio, but so just down prep. Did they reach out to you, or did you just found them?
Nah, So the coach there, Sammy Villegas, he played for my father in the league down there in Puerto Rico. So he had contacted my father and said that he was starting up this prep program. He'd love to have me there, and we had a coaching change at my school in Patterson. So I went straight from there to Ohio with him. And
See, and I saw that where you went, like they had no like reputation before you, really.
Yeah, that was the first year. So my junior year there, that was like the very first year. So it was a little rough, not too many people seeing me and stuff. So, but I guess it worked out.
Were you scared going in? Like, I'm probably not gonna make it D1. Well, like, was that your goal? Was D1? Like, did you have plans to play ball your rest of your life, or like?
My goal, obviously now my goal is to make it to the NBA and be there for a lot of years and win championships and all that good stuff. But yeah, my goal has always been to play Division I. I knew I was good enough. It was just a matter of if I was gonna be seen, be in the light with other guys that were getting all these offers and stuff. So it was kind of rough for me, not being out there, not being on EYBL, not being in a big time Adidas circuit, So that was a hard part. But yeah, my goal had always been to be a Division I basketball player.
So, who was like the biggest face that you played against, or like the biggest name that you played against that, I guess, has evolved on a D1 level, or even made it to the league, or anything?
You talking about like early high school?
Yeah, I'm talking about high school.
I mean, and being in Jersey, I played against all the big time Jersey names: Javon Quinterly, Luke King, Nas Reed. I played all of them multiple times.
Jellyfield.
Yeah, I played them multiple times. I played Isaiah Washington in college.
For sure.
So yeah, I played a lot of big names. I played Sharif Cooper in the circuit. Man, if I keep going, I keep going down the list. But I played against pretty much everybody.
So like,
how you held your own too?
Yeah, how did you stand up against them?
Yeah, I always held my own against them.
Yeah.
When I played Nas Reed, I was a freshman, so I didn't really play that much. But yeah, I felt like in every matchup that I had, I defended myself and I played pretty good.
Yeah.
So like, because I feel like the mecca of like basketball is that East Coast, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You probably heard they make a lot of mixtapes, Unguarded.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's like who put Jelly Fam on, like,
Yeah, for sure.
was Unguarded. So like, I just love that feeling of like y'all taking the train, going to Dykeman. Like, talk about how that. Did you ever play at like any of those events?
I didn't get to play at Dykeman. I played at Rucker Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So obviously, growing up, you always hear about Rucker Park no matter where you're from.
Yeah.
So being able to play there and be in that environment was great. But I played in a lot of like little New York City tournaments, outside, people just behind the gate looking at the games, walking by. So yeah, that whole experience just was amazing.
But for you in the moment, do you ever like? Because I feel like if I went there, I'd be like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like, people on top of the building trying to watch the game. Like, but I feel like for you, like, you see it all the time. Was it ever like an out-of-body experience? Or you just like, man, this is like what we do. Like, this is how we play basketball up here.
Yeah, I feel like it was never really like an out-of-body experience. Obviously thinking back on it now, it's like oh, I did this and I did that. But the only real kind of shell shot thing was when I went and played at Rucker, because it was like Rucker Park is like Mecca. Like
it's the Mecca.
My father had played there, and all the greats played there.
Damn.
So going into that, it was like, all right, like this is real, But other than that, it's just playing ball, getting tired, going home, sleeping. Like it's just a regular day.
Yeah. Does anybody got something? You got something? No, I got something. I just want I don't want to take over. All right, so like. And we're going to get into this college thing. This is where that's why I want to wonder, like, so we're going like sophomore to senior year. Like, what did a schedule look like for Matt Lee to get to the player he is today? Because, like, obviously, how would you say your development's been? Because obviously we haven't watched it, but, like, for people watching that or may, like, trying to project up, like, what did you look like when you waking up at 6 a.m., doing dribbling drills, going to school?
You still waking up at 6 a.m.?
Like what did that look like back in high school?
So I'll go a little before high school, right? This might have been going into my seventh grade year. So, just having regular day-to-day conversations with my father and stuff. I was telling him that I wanted to get more serious about basketball and stuff, and really just be able to express myself how like the things that I got in my mind, like I want to be able to put that out on the court, you know. But you can't do that without work. So in their business, they used to have like a little goal, like in the back, like in a little like storage spot. But it was like a big storage spot. So we had a goal over there, and a little shower. So we used to go there like 5:30, 6 in the morning, go get shots up, get showered, go right to school. So I did that for a long time. And I think what's helped me is just being around the gym all the time. Like my dad was running this like little league kind of group, so I was around the gym all day every day. Like I went to school for whatever hours, and then after that I'm in the gym till 10 p.m. till it closes. You know, I'm turning off the lights. So I think just being in the gym, that's what got me to where I am, and that's what gets all the greats to where they are and where they end up. You know,
that's real. So like, even then, was it like a manifesting deal, or you just like this is just what I'm gonna do? Like it wasn't even like a, man, I gotta reach these goals. It's like, no, I'm just working every single day. And you know.
Yeah, of course. Like you can't get caught up in what's gonna come out of whatever you're doing. Like, you know, you can't be like, oh, if I do 10 push-ups, I'm gonna look like this. You gotta just do whatever you gotta do, and eventually it's gonna happen. You know,
that's real.
So that was my mentality going into it. Just all the greats worked, and they got to that level. So it's like I'm not gonna do anything different than it's not like I'm gonna sleep all day and be Kyrie Irving. You know, I gotta work and I gotta do all my things. So that was the mentality I had going into that.
And like, so when did you first discover like yourself being, I guess, better than the pack? You know what I'm saying? Because there's something like whenever you know that you're good at something, or you know what I'm saying, or better than the average person, like you kind of know, like you kind of start having that swag about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You start to go about it a different way. Like, oh yeah, like I know you can't guard me, or like I'm about to put up 30 on this dude, or you know what I'm saying, or he ain't about to get 10 points on me type. So like, when did you start to kind of develop that oh yeah, I'm him type of swag about yourself?
See, I feel for me that's a kind of tricky question, right? Because growing up, I always felt like how you said, like I'm that guy, I could do this and that, but I was just smaller than everybody. So people just should be like, oh, like yeah, like he's Butch Lee's son, but like he's just another kid. Like yeah, he's all right, but he's just too small. He can't do this, can't do that. So I was always like coming off the bench. I'm on like the B teams and you know stuff like that. So it like mentally, it kind of challenged me. I feel like that's why I'm so like mentally strong today. Like I feel like nothing can really happen in my life to where I'm like shocked or like I won't know what to do next. You know, and I feel it's because of that. You know, I always been like overlooked and stuff. But like a lot of times, like people that are overlooked, they try to like prove that they're the person they are. You know, they try to like overdo it and like be all loud and stuff. I just know like if I put in the work, I'm gonna be good. So like growing up, just being in that shadow kind of like tainted those days of me thinking about it like that. But I feel like when I got to probably like my junior year in high school, I was scoring a lot more. Like I went out in games and I just chose what I wanted to work on. Like, all right, today I want to get 15 assists and 10 points, so I'll just do it. Like today I want to get 30 and 5. Like you know just working on different stuff like in the game, you know. So that I feel like that's when I really like realized like, oh, like I could really do whatever I want out here.
Yeah, that's real.
I want to know too, because I know East Coast, y'all talk mad crazy up there. Like, what's the craziest thing, especially with you being in the position you are in? A lot of people didn't come like have fathers that's went to the league. Like, what's the craziest thing you can remember somebody telling you on the court?
Man, I don't really know. I don't get into trash talk too much, you know. Like if somebody started, I'll finish it. You know, I'll say my piece. But it's never really been like some like people are saying crazy stuff like they you know, let's just say the regular stuff you hear at the YMCA. You know, I never really had that crazy like confrontation to where it's like a crazy back and forth. But you know, people say all types of stuff.
I think for me it'd probably be I'd be like, God, like your mother's a bum. I'm like, come on, cuz. Like, you know, like it's probably normal to Matt, but I'd be like, yo, what the hell?
I heard linemen like have like the worst trash talk too. Well, I heard they, because y'all just be talking, y'all are right there in front of each other all day.
Linemen, especially offensive linemen, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of offensive linemen are mad weird. Like they
no,
weird
for
as
real.
hell.
That's why I can't see you in the lineman.
It'll be like weird stuff. I'll be like, bro, shut up, bro. Like that's not even funny. Like, come on.
Were you with just a bunch of people that were weird? Like you didn't have anyone that you rocked with other than Trey?
See, this is Go ahead, Trey.
But like this is the crazy thing. Like this is a story between me and CJ. Like, remember I first met CJ? I connected with CJ. 'Cause I was like, bro, like you different. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, like you know what I'm saying? I was like, because all offensive linemen, like they are kind of different, man. They're different.
They different, bro.
But like CJ, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I was connecting with CJ. I was like, this dude kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So I was a big dude that I hung out with the receivers and DBs. Now in high school, I ain't gonna lie. In high school, my evangel people, y'all was cool, but y'all know y'all was different, all right? Like we didn't hang out in the dorms, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't hang out past football, but y'all was my guys. Y'all knew y'all can call on me for anything. But it's just like I hung out with when I got to Evangel, I hung out with like the DBs, receivers, running backs. At Summer Creek when I went to high school, I hung out with our linemen because like we was all black. So not the goddamn fuck. Not that it got something to do with race, but it's like you know what I'm saying. Like we was cut from
bro. It was connecting, bro.
We was cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Some of them gonna see that they gonna be hurt about this, but I love y'all, man. Y'all know I love y'all. But yeah, all right. Let's get back on pace here. So we get out of that. How did recruitment look for you before you went to college? Like, was you getting a lot of love, or was it kind of tough for you?
Yeah, I pretty much got no love. Damn. Like I finished my senior year at high school, and like to all the people that know about AAU and stuff, like you usually don't play AAU after you like finish high school.
Yeah.
Because that's like if you playing AAU after you finish high school, like people gonna look at you like you trash, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I was that guy. I was playing AAU after high school, trying to play in all the big name tournaments and stuff, and I just wasn't getting looks. So after high school, I went back to Jersey with my godfather, and I tried out for a few schools. St. Peter's being one of them, St. Francis, Brooklyn, and Wagner. So I tried out for all three of them, just workouts with their coaches and open gyms with the guys and stuff. And St. Peter's just kept calling me for little workouts, lifts, just open gyms and stuff. They kept bringing other guys to see if they could match up with me or if they're better than me or whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much how my recruitment went.
And it's crazy because my pops, he played basketball for Wagner, Wagner College. Yeah, so it's crazy that you said that. I was like Wagner, like you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I really don't hear that name a lot. So it's yeah, bro. Like
Is that in Jersey?
Yeah.
Wagner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trey think he from the East Coast too, Matt. So I just wanted to let you know. I see you wore his new hair. I just now peeped the New York hat. You know what I'm saying?
Lay back Trey.
He wanted to make you feel at home, but
of course.
but I want to take you back because obviously now sitting where you at today, right? It's obviously easy to look back and say like, oh, of course, like I was motivated. Like none of that worried me that I didn't have any offers. But I want to take you back to that moment, like for the person that's sitting at home feeling the same way, because obviously it's AAU season right now. There's some seniors out there right now doing the same thing you had to do. Like how was you navigating through that time? Because that's not easy. That's So how did you navigate through that?
Man, to be honest, I don't know how I made it through it. I mean, just talking with my family, like I call my parents every day to this day. Like I call them every day just to talk about nothing, just be on the phone and talk. So I would always call my parents. You know, my dad always has like the basketball stuff, and he's very motivational. You know, he always tells us how blessed he is and his to have the life he had or he has. But I feel like my mom really helped me out a lot through like the recruiting process. Cause she was just telling me like just keep my head straight, keep blinders on, keep going forward, and keep working at stuff. Good is gonna happen, She was always praying for me. I was praying, so I knew something good was gonna happen. It was just a matter of when.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. Jeremy, I feel like get something in there, Jeremy.
I was waiting. I was waiting. Well, you hit the recruitment because I was going to talk about recruitment right after senior year. But once you hit, so you hit St. Peter's and you were there for 4?
Yeah, I was there for 3 years.
3 years, and then once you were there, like, did you have a starting position at all? Like, did you work your way up, or was that not until like the I guess that final year last year where you were there and you started hitting like the tournament?
Well, yeah, like. So when I went to St. Peter's, obviously our coach, I think he might have said this like in an interview or something. He was expecting me to just be on the bench and maybe sneak some minutes in every once in a while, And after the first, like I think maybe 2, 3, 4 games, I got in the starting lineup. So I feel like that was like a big jump for him and for me. You bring, let's say you bring this guy, right? Let's say you got a basketball team. You bring this guy and you're expecting him to, just give somebody some rest every once in a while, you know? And then few games go by and it turns into your starting point guard. You know, leading you throughout this big time season. You know, college basketball it's no joke. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
coaches lose their job every day.
Yes.
So that was a very hard decision for him to make, and it was hard on me. You know, I'm getting thrown into the fire.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. And then coming up on that year, you guys they keep calling it the Cinderella story, and people are still talking about it to this day. Like how big that was. Like how was that like going in? Like did you guys go in the first game like weren't you guys 15 seed?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, you guys went in and you're like, no, we're not doing this. Or like what was it? Because you played Kentucky first.
Yeah, well, but even before that, my freshman year, the tournament got cut due to COVID, and we felt like we was gonna win the tournament that year. We had beat the reigning champs in Iona. You know, we were playing really good. Everybody was gelling, and we felt like we had the best team, and we were gonna win.
Well, you win your conference tournament and win the whole NCAA tournament.
No, our conference tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was confused too.
yeah, because I know, right? Because our
I believe in confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was like,
hey, our conference it's like a one big conference. So you got to win. You got to win. You got to win the conference tournament to go to the NCAA tournament. So we felt like we should have won that year. It got cut short. The second year, we felt like we had an all right team. We had lost a lot of big time pieces, and we had brought in some new guys. So it was just hard to gel. We had like a little up and down season. Ended up losing in the tournament. So then going into our third year, we had a core of 6 guys. Right, one had been there for 4 years, and then the other 5 we've been together since freshman year for 3 years. So we felt like we had all the pieces to win. You know, we had a very good team. Coaching staff knew everybody. We all knew each other. We knew what to do. Like if I'm driving, they know where to be to get a shot. You know, so I felt like we were really gelling really well. So once we got to the tournament, I felt like we were clicking on all cylinders. You know, we were playing our best basketball. We just felt like nobody could stop us. So once we got to that championship game, we're playing Monmouth. They got a transfer from North Carolina, transfer point guard from Seton Hall. Their coach was a great player at North Carolina. You know, that's like a big team, you know. And they were expected to we were a second seed, so we had like that advantage, I guess, but they were expected to do big things as well. Mm-hmm. So going into that game, that was a lot of pressure, but we felt like we had it, and after we won that was like an amazing feeling. So
One against who? Purdue or
no? When we won against
the year prior?
yeah, no,
Okay.
in
the conference tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then selection Sunday hits, and for a school like us, like we didn't want to get matched up against like a mid-level school, you know. We didn't. I don't want to name any names, you know, but we want to be like we want to get selected against like a Duke, a Kentucky, North Carolina, like those like blue blood schools. Like I wanted to go to Kentucky. I wanted to, like, you know. Yeah. So as soon as Kentucky came up and we came up, that was like a sigh of relief, you know, because you want to be in those games playing like the highest level, playing against the best teams.
oh yeah,
You know?
And that's what people, and he alluded to it, like the fact that all of y'all were together, but then you facing a Kentucky team where it's like, they, don't get me wrong, they got all these 4 and 5 stars, but this their first year.
Yeah.
Like they ain't really been built as in like
chemistry.
you know what I'm saying? Like I remember that Baylor team that beat that Gonzaga team, was it 2021? I think it was. That's what they said. A lot of them, like a lot of those Baylor guys was junior, senior guys, and those Gonzaga guys were freshmen. It's different hitting on a 21-year-old when you 18 and when you hitting on another 18-year-old. Mm-hmm. So like, I just really want to know how did that feel to be out there? Like, I know it's crazy. It's crazy asking somebody else like in a crazy moment how did it feel at the time. Because you hooping.
Yeah, he's
so I'm pretty sure you blacked out.
He's probably in the zone.
Yeah, you don't even hear everything going on, all these cameras around you. But, like, if you did, like, what were some of those emotions when you did feel those?
Yeah, I get that question a lot, and it's hard to answer even to this day, you know. Even thinking back on it now, it's like I don't even know how I was feeling. You know, we were just taking it game by game. Like, we felt like we should have been winning all those games, and we felt like we were just as good as any of those teams, you know. So going into it, we just attacking it. We playing this game. All right, time to get ready for the other game. You know, we didn't really have too much time to be like, oh, like we're doing this, we're doing that. You know, people were talking about like we're getting posted on ESPN. It's like obviously we see it, people send it to us, you know, but we were kind of like just laser locked in.
Yeah.
But as you should be though, you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't as like you're in the moment, you know what I'm saying? You should be focused on, all right, you know what I'm saying, next game, you know. Like us, like the, you know what I'm saying, us on the outside, we're probably just like, oh my gosh, you know, like
Shit, I'm lit for
man,
y'all
yeah, you know what
boys.
I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, the players, you know what I'm saying, y'all are focused on, all right, bro, we just beat them, shit, we'll watch film for the next team and we back at it again, you know what I'm saying? So I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, in today's time, I don't really, especially now, the way scholarships are headed, right? Like, it's even like from Missouri State where we're at, they're pretty even with the Mizzou, right? We could sit and say, like, okay, Isaiah Mosley came to Missouri State for 3 years and then he went to Mizzou. That shows how on the even, it's not an even playing field, per se, but like these mid majors are getting more respect. So I don't even really see it as an upset anymore because I feel like I feel like it's a little bit. Do you feel like that's a little bit disrespectful? It's like, dog, I put in the same amount of hours, if not more, than this dude. You know, just
because it's all about the exposure, though. Like you know what I'm saying, mid majors they don't get exposed. Like,
yeah, and just because he got like a whirlpool and 2 jacuzzis in his training room, don't mean like you feel me? Like, like that don't make him better than me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do. So was it hard? I guess if you already been in that light, right? Because obviously when you get into the tournament, it's like you go from looking at like a one light bulb to like the whole world looking at you just in a matter of a minute. You know what I mean? Was it hard for y'all to stay like grounded in that moment, or was it like y'all just kind of stayed together and it was like forget all the noise?
I don't know. Like our home games, you know, we'll have like maybe like a few hundred people there.
Damn.
Like 500-600 people there, right?
Yeah.
That's like a packed game for us.
Yeah.
So now we playing in front of 26,000 people.
Plus everybody on TV watching.
Yeah, everybody on TV watching. Everybody
locked in.
Yeah, everybody got their brackets out, writing stuff down. So it when we went out for warm ups, it kind of hit me a little bit. But then like as soon as that ball touched the ground, it's it's a free game. You know, I'm starting to think about the game, starting to take it as if it was a regular game.
And I feel that like playing. Well, how many fans do we have out here?
Believe it or not, Evangel averaged the best in the hack.
That's why I was like,
So,
how much do we have?
I want to say we maybe a couple 800 maybe.
All right, well, we could take it back to my high school days. Like, I feel you,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like, playing in, like, for example, I was blessed to play in Cowboy Stadium a couple of times, a lot of times. But it was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, well, really, our home games are kind of packed out, too. But playing in Cowboy Stadium, though, it was, like, what, like 8,000,
Did you-
like
Yeah,
10,000?
Did you
for a high
play,
school
Trey?
game?
Did you play?
No, I ain't go. Trey did play.
Oh,
Trey did.
okay,
I'm
okay.
not playing. I'm
I
not
played-
playing.
I'm looking at Toe's face. I just want to
No,
know.
he
if
said
played.
he said a couple of times though, like a lot of times.
Oh, okay.
All
okay.
right,
I
right.
did not. Like, we did play
All
Cowboy
right.
Stadium a lot of times. It
No,
was
he did. He did.
My sophomore, then my junior, then my senior.
Did y'all ever play each other?
No, we would have.
But look, believe it or not,
Oh, really?
2014 playoffs, we lost in the second round. We'd have met them in state.
Oh, dang. That
We
is
were
crazy.
supposed to.
They were supposed to make it to
Yeah,
state.
they had us projected to make it state. We had everybody, but we failed.
And I would have played season, not
That's
even
for
knowing
sure.
that we would have been best friends in college.
We wasn't locked in.
That's wild.
Dudes who got the big head. We lost to a team we shouldn't have lost to, but it's all good. It's all good. But from a media standpoint, Matt, I think about like times where like I make videos for people, and then it's like, how did that feel to like see yourself on like air? I'm pretty sure you getting added and everything, kind of crazy graphics, pictures, videos.
He made it onto the Sports Illustrated cover.
Yeah.
It was like he's in front of all the guys too, and they put the gradient behind his ass. You know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it was on like the 40 or 45 year mark from his dad too, being on the Sports Illustrated cover.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's crazy. How does stuff like that feel?
I mean, it felt crazy. Obviously, in the moment when you bring up media, you know, it's cameras following us everywhere. When we got back to campus, because in between the games, you know, we going back to campus for like 3-4 days. So we getting to campus. It's people at the calf taking pictures with us, asking us to sign stuff.
Yeah.
You know, cameras following us outside, trying to interview and all that stuff. You know, so it was a little weird in terms of that, but I feel like it didn't really affect us that much.
Yeah.
And then the Sports Illustrated part, I mean, that was crazy. Like I would be scrolling on Instagram and see myself on ESPN.
Yeah.
Did they?
usually I'm seeing like LeBron and Curry on it.
Yeah.
You know, now
You
I'm
right
seeing
there
my
with
my,
him.
my own face, my teammates' faces. You know, so it was crazy.
For that to happen, did they reach out to you, or did you just like one day like get a text like, "Hey, you're on Sports Illustrated cover"?
No, yeah, I just saw it. I didn't know about any of
Damn.
the stuff that was posted. I was on a billboard in Times Square. I didn't know about
See
that.
now,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
see,
that's
What?
see now
I
today,
like this.
yes, no, hold. Well, I would have been today. Matt would have been like, "Wait a minute, y'all didn't contact my manager.
Right.
I need my
For
bag
sure.
from that."
No, yeah, no, that
Bag
picture,
from
that picture is everywhere.
He's,
Know what I'm saying?
he's in Times Square though. Like
Yeah.
that's
No, but I need my bag.
that's-
Yeah, I need
yeah,
my
that's-
bag.
How'd you find
from
out
that.
about the Times Square
that's
one?
crazy.
They posted a picture on the school's like
Oh,
men's
really?
basketball page. Yeah,
Is that same picture?
I forgot what picture it was. It was
That's
just one of the
crazy.
pictures. And then on the highway they had a picture of us as well.
Mm.
So people was like FaceTiming like, oh, like I pulled over to the side, like
That's
this
crazy.
you right here, like it's
Nah, if
crazy.
you've seen that game after Purdue, they were all lit.
Nah, yeah, it was crazy. What did your IG go from? Like, what did you, if you remember, like, what did you start at to what did it go to?
I think I had like 1,200 followers,
Uh-huh.
if that. So I say around 1,200.
Yeah.
I got to like 2,600, 2,500, and I got verified. And then from there, it shot up to like 6. I think now it's like 6,200.
That's crazy. And all from that 12 to what was it? 20? You said 25?
Yeah.
That happened in what, like 1 week?
That. Yeah.
Probably a little bit less than
Dang,
that.
that's like
probably a little bit.
more or less like a week.
You probably had the times. Did you just turn off your Instagram notifications?
Yeah. I turned them off. I just turned them back on like a few days ago.
Right.
But I be turning them off and on. I don't be trying to.
That's
be
just
on there all day.
crazy.
What
What was
That's
your
just
reaction?
crazy.
Did they notify you when you get verified?
Nah, I was getting ready to go to sleep at one of
Oh,
the
damn.
hotels. This was, I think, right before the Purdue game.
Uh-huh.
Like the night.
Oh,
before
so
the
this was
Purdue game.
this was at the tournament.
Yeah, this was the night before the Purdue game. So I'm with my roommate. We getting ready to go to sleep. We turning off all the TVs and stuff. And I get a phone call from my little brother, and it's late. You know, I don't usually be picking up the phone that late and all that stuff. So I answer the phone. He's yelling like, "Yo, you got verified. Go check your Instagram." I'm like, "What are you talking about, bro?"
Look back when y'all couldn't buy
That's
the check.
crazy.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts. So I go to my Instagram. So I see the blue check. I'm like, nah, yo, bro, go on your phone, bro. Go to my page right now. He went to my page. Blue check was there. I'm texting my teammates like, yo, go to y'all IG. Like, make sure this real. Like,
Yeah.
they sending pictures and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
that was crazy.
That's
Because I ain't gonna lie, I personally, Instagram helped me out. I reach out every month to get verified. I'm not gonna get verified, but I had to reach out. They did it for you and they didn't even say nothing. That's crazy. I'm sure they sent you like an email or something. You just didn't see it.
Nah,
They ain't say nothing.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, because Twitter like notifies you. Well,
Yeah.
at least they used to. They used to like you just get like a random notification like, oh, you've been
Well,
verified.
yeah, you get a notification like when you go into Instagram, but you like it's not like a notification that pops up when your phone is locked. You know,
Yeah.
it's like once you go in, they'll be like, oh, now you're verified. You get this, and
That's
this.
tough.
This
It-
is the
That is tough.
prepaid.
Yeah.
prepaid
And
verification.
so you
Verification.
still don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for yours, do you?
No.
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah,
threaten to take
not-
it away?
I'm
If
not
I had to
paying.
pay, I would not have it.
Yeah, I'm not. I remember,
that's crazy,
said,
no.
Bruh said, I ain't paying for that Twitter blue, but Elon paid for his, so it's all
So
right.
he was
Did,
chilling.
yeah,
Nah.
did you get verified on Twitter too, or just?
Nah,
I guess
just-
IG is really the only one.
Yeah,
really,
I really only wanted IG. Like ever since I can remember, I was telling my friends like, yo, I want to be verified on the gram. Like I'm sending in all the verification requests, putting in all the links and stuff, but I just never got verified.
Yeah.
Hey, any so on y'all's, you know what I'm saying, great March Madness run, man. Any haters come out the woodworks, man, like females and males include, like haters just, oh yeah, what's up, bro, or trying to slide in your DM.
I've been
You don't have to
down
say,
with
you don't have
you.
to say no names,
Yeah.
but you can just answer.
I've been
yes or
down
no.
with you since middle school, man.
Yeah, bro. Like
That's
any
big.
haters just
No,
pop
that's
I
out.
like-
knew you was gonna hoop.
Did you get
You wasn't
those?
shooting with me in
Nah,
the gym.
I didn't get those at all. Like
Right.
most of my, like I didn't really go through my DMs that much. But yeah, most of my stuff was all positive. People saying that they knew something big was about to happen.
Yeah, that's real.
Stuff like that. But it was all positive. Even people I see to this day, like everybody brings it up. They'll be like, yeah, like I bet on you guys. Like I had y'all in my bracket. Like I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
all.
right.
That had a
all
little.
good.
Did you ever get like obviously that, but you ain't never get. Well, you said you ain't check your DM, so you don't know about hate mail and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't like I check it every once in a while, but I never saw anything
Never
like,
seen,
yeah.
I want to know. Well, this is Trey. Trey like this question too. Did the check step your Riz up?
No, it did not because I got a girlfriend. So you
Oh
know,
yeah.
All right.
So
Locked
Riz
in,
was already locked in. We're
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah,
Before
man.
the chick, she was before the chick.
Yeah, for
Before
sure.
the chick, we locked in on my mama. I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
sure.
All right. Well, I was gonna ask a lot of quick, but we good now. We locked in.
Yeah.
All right, man. So obviously that, and this is a question. I don't want to ruffle no feathers, but this happens a lot, right? Where like a low seed, 15, 16 seed, they have a good run. It just happened this year. Who was the school?
Princeton.
Not Princeton. The other.
No.
It was
It was Princeton too, and then
Princeton did make a good
FDU.
run. FDU, right?
Yeah.
They make a good run. The day after they lose, their coach get hired at a high major school. Back in the day, it used to bother me because players couldn't transfer and play right away.
Yeah.
But it's like coaches can get that bag and go get that bag right away. They ain't got to wait a year to get that bag, right? But it's players that help them get to that point. So did that make you feel a certain type of way when y'all, after the tournament was over for y'all, and then your coach takes another job? How did that feel?
I mean it felt great, to be honest, because I want the best for him. I want the best for all three of y'all too. Like
Appreciate that.
If Trey come out and say like, oh, this other podcast hit me up, offering me $500,000, I'll be like, all right, well, it's been a pleasure working with you. Go ahead and make it money. You know? But it's
Trey.
stuff like that. It's we just helped him get to that spot, but he helped us through a lot more. That people didn't get to see. Help just outside of basketball, different like talks and just pushing us. So that's the least we could do is put our coach on that platform, and he did a great job with us, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna do a great job at Seton Hall.
So, what made you end up like taking off from St. Peter's, and why'd you come here?
So I feel like we're me, Doug, and Daryl. So we're like best friends. We lived in the same apartment for 2 years. So we had like a little meeting. We're like, yeah, like, so like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's
For sure.
so then
Like,
somebody
for sure.
somebody finally came out and said like, yeah, I'm thinking about transferring. And like, oh yeah, me too. All right, so not that that's out the way. Like how we doing it? When we
Didn't
doing
the
it?
whole starting five,
Bro, pretty much.
like
yeah,
everyone? Because I saw that they said that it was no shade thrown, but like the whole starting group that was in there,
Yeah.
none of them made the tournament.
Yeah, our first like the starting five and then the first two subs of the bench, all put our name in the portal.
And then
One of them is at SIU, our big man Clarence.
oh really?
Yeah.
And that was just my biggest thing. I'm all with elevating each other, right? Because like people see that as like oh, this coach, really the coach did a lot, but oh, this coach didn't do nothing just to lead the players and go get more money. But it's like iron sharpens iron. We was all in it together, but it just used to bother me that like back in the day when that happened, players had to transfer, but they had to wait a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not like y'all can go play right away. You know what I'm saying? So the NILs didn't start while you was there.
No.
So
And they all started just last year.
yeah, so like obviously you said, we alluded to it a little bit at the beginning of the episode, but like what was those raw moments coming in? Because it's St. Peter's kind of in the city out there.
Yeah, it's in Jersey City.
So if no disrespect to Springfield, but it's a little bit better than Springfield,
Yeah.
I'm guessing. So when you got first moment to the Midwest, how did you feel when you like getting off the plane?
So getting off the plane, like that ride from the airport, like it's like a 5 to 7 minute ride.
Of
Like,
nothing.
you just see nothing.
Yeah, grass.
All grass and fields. So I'm in that car ride. I'm already like Missouri. Like I'm already thinking like, all right, like it's about to be a whole lot of farms, a whole lot of. So as soon as I get out the plane, I'm taking that drive. I'm talking to coach and stuff, but I'm looking around. I'm like, oh man, like I don't know about
I
this.
swear, we live over there. Only thing you see is like a middle school, and then you keep going. It's
I
like
think it's like a little police department.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Like a middle school police department, and then it's like a gas station that's never opened at that red
Never
light.
open. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then when we got to like around campus, it was all real city like, so I didn't feel like out of whack or anything like that.
So how did getting adjust to the team and all that? How did that feel for you?
That was pretty easy. All the guys, for the most part, all the guys have played like high level. We had a lot of Power 5 transfers and stuff. So like at the end of the day, we're just all around each other every day. So we're around a person enough, you're gonna start liking them, or you're gonna start bonding and stuff. So I feel like it was easy for us to bond. We were just around each other every day. we're going out to eat, going bowling, playing, you know. So it was kind of easy to get adjusted.
So like offer wise coming out. So first question is when you put in the transfer portal, was that because like you guys made the Sweet 16? Did you made Elite 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you guys lost in the Elite 8. You guys all sitting there talking about being in the transfer portal. Was that because you guys made that decision because of where you were at? And you're like, well, we just got all this publicity. This is where we should be now. Like that we just got all of this media outlook. Like now I'm verified type shit. Like I should go to a better school now.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of just like outgrew like the school, you know.
Okay.
If we would have went back, our coaches in there, probably like our one of our top players wasn't going to be there, you know. So it would have been a little weird dynamic. We were going to be expected to do the same thing, you know. We probably wasn't going to do the same thing, you know. As good as we was going to be, you know, what we did is it's almost impossible. You know, you see it every year in the tournament. Any team that just wins one, like it's hard to just win one game. You know, we won 3. So yeah, I just felt like we kind of outgrew the school a little bit, and obviously that was a stepping stone for us. Opportunity presented themselves, and you know we just took advantage of it.
And then offer wise, like what schools other than this school offered you?
So I had a lot of schools. It was way different than my high school recruitment. You know, that was really the first time I was getting like recruited. My phone was blowing up, texts, DMs, and all types of stuff. I think the only thing that messed us up a little bit was our coach had just left, so everybody thought like, all right, they're just about to go with the coach. So like a lot of schools, like even like after the fact, after I committed and stuff, they were like, oh, like I thought you was going to Seton Hall, so we didn't even bother like texting you, like reaching out and anything, you know. So I feel like that might have slowed it up a little bit, but I had a good amount of schools. A lot of pretty good schools, you know, but I feel like this was the best fit for me. Obviously, came here on my visit. This arena is amazing, you know. I had friends from like Power 5 conferences. They come down and work out with me. They're like, nah, yeah, this arena is way better than ours, you know.
Trying to tell you, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, facts.
What's up?
So what drew you? Like what drew you here? Like what made you want to come here and commit?
I feel like my conversations with the coaches were kind of the main thing.
Okay.
You know, a lot of coaches throughout that recruiting process, they try to sell you a dream. You know, which, you know, it's what they have to do. You know,
so,
yeah. So it was a lot of coaches like telling me like, oh, like I got 40 minutes for you, like, but like I don't want to go to a school where it's like dependent on just me. You know, I want to go there and know like we could do something. You know. So I felt like this team had the best for me, you know, coaching wise. The way they were dissecting my game, saying like, oh, like this is what we run, and this is you doing it here, you know. So this how you going impact the game right away, you know. So that was a big part.
Yeah.
So it was more than just showing love at this point. Like it was more than selling you the game. It was more like showing you where you could be.
Yeah, because I knew going into that process, I knew everybody was gonna be like, yeah, like we got this and that. And all this
It's almost like selling you a car.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think, though.
Shout out.
For real.
That's crazy to think about.
Nah, man. So then we get here, we get you suited and booted, and then you know early on, you know, unfortunate situation that happens, we get hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did that? And you okay to talk about it, right?
Yeah,
I didn't even
yeah,
ask you. My bad. But
nah.
how did those emotions feel?
It's funny because I feel like a lot of like other people would have reacted way different than I reacted. You know, obviously when it happened, like when I stepped and then I heard that pop, I knew something was wrong because I've been playing basketball my whole life. You know, you get a little twisted ankle, you know you could keep going.
Yeah.
So I felt that pop and I just like couldn't move my leg. So I knew nothing good was gonna come out of that. I tried to get up. I saw the tape. In my head I tried to get up. But when I'm looking at the tape, I'm just laying there, you know.
No, I watched him go down because I watched that game. I was just sitting there playing the game, and I had the game like showed up on my phone. I watched him like because you miss it because then they just keep playing, you know.
Yeah.
They keep playing, and then they're like, oh, Matthew Lee's down, and he's just sitting there. I'm like, bro, and then they played the replay. It didn't even look like anything happened. It just looked like someone like bumped into your knee or something like that. But
I remember you texting the group about that.
Yeah, no, I texted the group as soon as it happened. I was like, bro, Matt's down,
Yeah.
and they're like, no way. So everyone started tuning
super
in.
excited, bro. Like, you know, to see you hoop and, you know, bring you on the team and stuff like that. Obviously, the big transfer from St. Pete. I was shocked when you committed. I was like, what in the?
Yeah, hey, no, me
I was like, let's go.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, no, everyone. I remember because in my first game, Nikki was like, "Bro, he's from Jersey." I was like, "No way!" And I sit down, I'm like, because I don't know anything. He's from St. Peter's. I was like, I don't even know where that's at. And they were like, "Well, he was in the Sweet 16, beat Purdue last
crazy.
year." I was like, "No way!"
That's
And they're just making it like that kid's like big time. And then looking at like we just had a lot of kids from a lot of big schools just out of nowhere, and they like this was just the year of transfer for real.
Yeah. So like, obviously we in.
He didn't even finish his story about how he felt about his knee.
That's what I was. Oh, go ahead, man. I thought he did, but my bad.
Nah, so yeah,
It's about to be another one.
as soon as our coach came out, our trainer came out, they helped me up. But like I still felt like, all right, like you're gonna look at my knee, rub some icy hot on it, and I'm back on the court. So they're helping me walk out, and I like kind of like push them away, just being hard headed. I just push them away, like I'm like nah, I could walk. That was the worst pain I've ever felt. Like I'm
God.
trying my hardest to walk. So I get back to the table, I'm just thinking of all the bad things that it could have been. The ACL was in the back of my head because it was just such a freak accident. You think about like how ACLs happen. So BYU's doctor came out. He moved my leg, adjusted it. He's like,
He started praying for you.
Yeah, he was like,
They started praying to the dean with you.
He was like, yeah, like I think it might be like an ACL.
Damn.
So right there, I kind of broke down a little bit, started crying a little bit.
Word.
Yeah, it was just like that thought of like your season is over. I was working so hard to get to the point where I was at, and it's kind of like all that work kind of went away. So that was tough. They wrapped my leg in some ice and stuff, and I went back out there. But I was just feeling a little nauseous, so I had to go back in the locker room. So I just laid down in the locker room, called my parents. I called my family group chat, added my girlfriend in there. I'm just crying. Like they're just sitting there, just looking at me. I'm just crying. They're saying like it's gonna be all right. I'm telling them, I'm like, nah, like they say it's ACL, but they're like, it's all gonna be all right. God got you and all that good stuff. So I hang up with them, and actually my godfather was at the game, so I sat right next to him and watched the rest of the game. But yeah, I feel like to the mental part where I had told you earlier about just being overlooked and all that stuff, like mentally this kind of has been like not an easy ride, but like it's not as hard as other people that have had ACLs. Like one of my teammates, Cam Jones, he had an ACL injury, and my freshman year was his first year back. So I'm as soon as I get like examined and they tell me like, yeah, like this is for sure what it is, I text him like, yo bro, like what I gotta do, like what, like how did it feel, like what did you do, So he's giving me a lot of good advice. He actually scared me. He told me that the second day out of surgery, like, that's the worst pain he had ever felt.
Was it?
Huh?
Was it?
Well, to him it was.
Oh.
After my surgery, I was all like drowsy and stuff.
On the meds.
Yeah. So actually my parents were supposed to come up like in January we had like a few home game, like a little stretch.
Yeah.
So I told them when my surgery date was, and they was like, yeah, like we're still planning on going up in January. But my teammate was telling me like, yeah, like you're gonna need help to do everything. Like you can't like get up and walk to. I can't get up and walk to that chair. So I'm like, I'm on the phone with my parents. I'm like, yeah, like y'all might have to come up here, like, just to be with me for a few days. So they came up and they helped me out because I'm the type of person like I don't like asking nobody for nothing. Like if it's a 100-pound rock right there and I can't move it, like I ain't gonna ask none of y'all to help me. Like I'm a thug to it.
Yeah.
So, but like it's easier to ask my mom for help. Like, yo, mom, can you grab me that water bottle? Like if it was anybody else, I'm like, all right, like now I gotta get up and So it was just a lot better, a lot more comforting. And like my teammate had said, that second day out of surgery, right, it was crazy. So a day passes in surgery, I'm feeling all right. It's a little pain and stuff. So the second day goes by, still like nothing really like crazy. I'm not taking like. They gave me like the heavy pain meds. I'm not taking those. My mom was kind of scared of those. So I'm not taking the heavy pain meds. So I'm like, all right, like if it's not today, it must be tomorrow. So the days just kept going on, and I was still feeling good. So I'm like, oh, like I must have passed the 2-day mark. Like I was asking like a doctor, like, oh, like when is the 2 days. Like I'm supposed to like be feeling like the worst pain ever in like 2 days.
Yeah.
But I think that was like I was putting in a lot of work before my surgery, you know, because they were saying you got to keep your muscles strong, so then like post surgery, you know, it's a lot easier. So I feel like I put in a lot of work pre surgery, so then my post surgery it's been kind of smooth, and it's been a little mentally challenging, but not as much as I thought it was. You know, I just keep my faith in God and just keep working and listen to my family and stuff.
So when they fix your ACL, like what does that entail? Is it a whole new ACL? Like do they put like rubber in there? Like what is that?
So all right, so my ACL was torn, and I had 2 torn ligaments in my meniscus. So they were able to fix one of my meniscus, but they weren't able to save the other one, so they just shaved down the other one. And then for my ACL, they took a piece of my little tendon right here, and they just made that as a ACL. Okay. So like technically, my ACL on my left leg is stronger than all of you guys' ACL on any given leg, just because it's a tendon right there, you know. So
would it be easier to break, or I guess tear?
No, so now it would be harder to tear that since it's a tendon, you know. So it's like a stronger thing holding my ACL down right there.
Damn. Before this, you said you had something to get off your chest, bro. Go ahead.
Man, I don't want to.
We're here now.
I don't want to do that while Matt's here. I don't want to do that.
No.
I hate for Matt to sit through this. He don't care about my life, Matt. You don't care about my life, do you? Like,
I mean, I'm down to listen to whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get. Your girl is from here, or she?
No, she's yeah, she's from Jersey.
So y'all making that work long distance?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
She's a nursing student, so her schedule is hard. You know, yeah. We FaceTime a lot, text a lot, Snapchat.
This is not gonna be in there, right? So I'm not even talking to Mike. I'm just talking.
Put your mic in your face. You already know we got blooper reels. I'm searching for a real life. Someone. So what?
Well, my girl, she's here, so I can't relate to. You know what I'm saying?
You probably you go to Zans?
No, I don't. I don't go up.
Oh, you don't go. Word.
Yeah.
So you big? I heard you allude to faith a lot. What's your Christianity?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. You big on that?
Yeah, I'm not the guy that goes to church every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I pray a lot. My mom prays a lot. You know, pretty much our whole family.
What's your stuff?
Us two, we're preacher kids.
Yeah,
so,
PK. I mean, shoot, trust me, we ain't go to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
I guess we went to church every week because of chapel, and then in class.
But did we really even go to church?
But come on, bro. Like you can remember those times where like you would be in film class and then like one of our teachers about something not even related to God. Well, I guess everything's related to God. God forgive me. All right, but they're going like a whole sermon rant. Yeah. It's like, okay, we just went to church for 30 minutes, you know. But nah, man. So we, how far along? Like, are you at the end of your process, or are you kind of in the middle?
So from when I had surgery, it's like a recovery time from like 6 to 8 months, but that 6 to 8 month mark would be like in the middle of summer.
Okay.
So like, there's no point in me like rushing that process and playing open gym, you know.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of taking my process a little slower, even though I've been going fast, and I feel like I'm strong. Like I feel like I could do anything right now, you know. Obviously, there's certain things that I do in the weight room that make me feel like a little weaker, and that's when I really like I'm still hurt a little bit, you know. Yeah. But I try to push myself, but also being smart, you know. But yeah, I think I got. They said I should be cleared by the end of the summer.
Okay.
Just to do like whatever I want. Like if I wanted to go play open gym, I could, you know. But it's just no point in doing anything that'll risk like re-injury or anything.
You want to push that mic in? Okay. All right. Have you been cleared? Like, have you started running yet? Or
I could run. I've been doing like this little versa climber we got that LeBron does all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a whole body workout right there.
And then I could do like spot shooting, dribble pull-ups, and stuff like that. So I still find a way to get my work in.
For sure.
And my question for you, man, is like, because basically you telling us your story, man, it's just a lot of overcoming adversity for me. You know what I'm saying? And I can kind of relate to you on that. But like, how strong is your mental been during your coming back process to whenever you got hurt to, I guess seeing the future you playing again? Like, how strong is that mental process? Like, you just kind of, I don't know, going through that, like your mental.
I feel like I'm naturally like a very mentally tough person. My godfather, when he was my coach, he always preached it. He always preached being mentally tough, and like the mentally tough person is always going to win. You know, so mental toughness has been great for me. You know, this process, it's not like I feel like other people will get like really down on themselves, get depressed and stuff like that. But like I always like I'm the type of person I look at the cup half empty instead of half full
full?
Yeah.
instead of half
Yeah,
empty.
yeah.
You
Real,
know,
man. That's real.
and I always just look at the positives. You know, this is just like I could learn my body now. I could learn like what I did to hurt it. I could do like what muscles I need to strengthen. So it's like a learning process for me. You know, and I kind of never really took it as a negative thing. You know, it's just a little more time to get stronger, work on my shot, work on all types of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's real because it's so easy to have a bad mentality, right?
Yeah.
Like, see that guy miss 2 shots in a row and he's down in himself. It's like, dog, the next 2 can go in. But you mentally checking yourself out will make the whole day bad. I know, like, Dion says this a lot. It's a popular saying, but I may have a bad hour. I may have a bad minute. I may have a bad couple possessions, but I'll never have a bad day, right?
Yeah.
But I think that alludes to your support process. I mean, you even talk about the moment you got hurt at BYU, calling your family on the phone. Is there anything that, like, obviously your dad, like, what's something that stuck with you? Maybe a saying, a quote, a scripture. What's something that's always playing in your head to keep your mental good?
I mean, it's we can go on for with quotes for days. You know, I actually got one on my phone.
While he's looking, CJ, what's yours? I got one. You have one?
What won't break a man to make a man?
Yeah. Mine is do what you got to do now so you can do what you want to do later.
Oh man, I used to hear that all the time with grades.
Yeah,
Jeremy, what about you?
Mine is John 13:7.
Okay.
You may not realize now what I'm doing, but later you will understand.
Mm.
So I feel like that's perfect for my situation and all the things that I've been going through. You know, you may not realize now, but later you will understand. You know, you may not understand what's going on now, but like it's preparing me to be a better person tomorrow or the next day. You know, so it's kind of just like a working process type of thing.
Yeah, and I like too because obviously your story is super unique, right? Like you said, I was that undersized senior on AAU. I was having to go to St. Peter's, do all these workouts, and it's like probably not thinking about it, it's like, okay, how many times y'all gonna bring me to these workouts before y'all give me a scholarship? You know what I'm saying? It's like all those moments prepared you for that moment at BYU when your leg snapped, and it's like, in that moment you feel the rawness, but the next day you probably woke up, you're like, all right, this is what we got to do. Like you called your mans. It's like, this is my next step. I gotta conquer it. I'm not gonna let this moment be bigger than me. I'm gonna be bigger than the moment.
For sure.
So kudos to you for that, man.
Appreciate that.
That's because people think, especially in today's time with all the technology we have, all the equipment we have, coming back from an ACL is easy.
It's
Dog,
not.
it's not. I mean, we could look at Lonzo Ball, right?
It's not.
Like Lonzo ain't came back from, I don't know if it was ACL, but it was a lower knee injury.
But they said they still don't know what's wrong with him.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not easy.
It's
Even
not.
you know.
Nah.
So there's kudos to you going through this process, man. Until you get cleared, wishing the best for you through all that, man. I can't wait to see you out there. But I want to go into what's next for what you trying to accomplish next year on the court.
I feel like setting like numeric standards for yourself isn't really the best in a team setting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just want to be better than I was the day before. You know, that's kind of my mindset, is just being better today than I was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just going on being a better leader, and just leading my team to somewhere where they've never been. You know, and just kind of just breaking barriers and just helping my teammates be great as well.
That's what's up. And how did you navigate through this year of having to watch? Like, what were things you were doing to still stay involved with the team?
Yeah, I felt like I was a coach. You know, I had to view the game differently. The first few games that I was sitting out, I was just still like I was a bench player. You know, a player that just doesn't get in. Like, I'm just there, like, watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like locking in, like, all right, like, this is gonna be me the whole season. You know, so I gotta really like tap into that to that coaching mindset. You know, so I feel like I turned into a coach. I just wasn't getting paid. You know,
For sure.
I'm in film,
that, I feel that.
pointing different stuff out in practice. You know, calling guys over, telling them like different reads and stuff that I'm seeing. Even in the game, calling them over. You know, Coach Ford told me like if I ever see anything, like I could take his chair and just tell him to go wait, and I'll talk the whole time out. So that he gave me a lot of confidence in voicing my opinion and all the stuff that I'm seeing out there on the court.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all got anything playing wise left?
Not playing wise for him now, but
got
I just
something
have
there?
some questions.
Yeah. All right. So now I want to get into. Let's talk about this money a little bit, right? Let's talk about these NIL deals.
Hey, you see the Sean Weatherspoons on his feet? Y'all see what the chrome
Easy.
heart, hey,
Easy.
zip up jack,
light,
hey,
light drip, right?
Hey, you see him, you see him.
Light drip, right? How has the NIL scene been for you?
It's been really good. It's kind of something that's still new, you know. So everybody's still trying to like navigate it, and some people don't want to get in it. Some people are like head first, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that's still new, but it's been going really good for me, and I'm just blessed to be in this position.
Do you have anybody that oversees everything, or you kind of front it yourself?
I kind of front myself, but I also like go through my parents and you know make sure like they read everything. They read like I read everything, they read everything, and then we come together and see like like I saw this, you know. I feel like we're pretty smart people, you know. So
Yeah.
just
So
trying.
so like obviously because with you having a big following, have you turned any like NIL deals down, or how do you navigate through that scene?
Yeah, there's certain deals that I turn down just because they don't go with my morals and what I'm trying to project out there, you know. So I'm not gonna be telling the people that follow me like, oh, go buy this, and if I'm not gonna use it, you know. Everything that I endorse is stuff that I use on a daily basis, clothes that I wear on a daily basis, and stuff like that.
I'm sure that's pretty cool. Like I see one of my guys, he was from here, Zach Howe. He always posting these drinks that send him stuff. I'm pretty sure that's pretty cool to like just get free stuff all the time, and you know, to sit back and embrace that. What's pretty like, not the disrespect any NIL does, but what's like the coolest one you think you had so far?
Man, I don't even know. I got these shorts sent to me by Bravest Studios, and I had always seen them on the gram. Like their sponsor stuff will pop up, you know. So I always look at their shorts and go into their page and be like, oh, like I'm about to buy this one. I'm about to buy this one. So as soon as like the NIL thing started like popping off for real, I came up with like a little paragraph that I would just send to brands, you know, and I'm verified, so it just pops up, you know. I'll see if people read it or not and stuff. So I'm just going down the list of everybody, like Gatorade, Powerade, Nike, Adidas, Tommy Hilfiger, PacSun. Like I'm just DMing everybody and see who responds and stuff. So it's a lot of different people that respond, PSD, Ethica, you know, stuff like that. But I feel like Bravest was the one that stood out the most, just because of how much I would see their stuff and see their shorts. Yeah. And even like they just be sending me like random packages, you know. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
CJ, you got sponsored
By who?
Whataburger before the NIL NIL deal, man.
Facts. I got a little package.
Little care package, man. Before the deal, you know what I'm saying?
They could have gave me a free year subscription, but I appreciate that. Whataburger, I'm still here. I don't play football no more, but I'm still
They
here.
just opened a second one.
They did in spring, finally, bro. It took them forever.
Yeah. Flintstone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
They did
talking
a soft opening Monday. I wish they would have said something to
really?
me. Yeah. Because I would have definitely been in that soft.
I went to the one
in.
in KC. I didn't like it.
Wait a minute. No, dog.
Because I like it. I've had it before.
What did you order?
I had it in Texas. I don't even remember what I ordered.
Do you like Whataburger, Matt?
I've never had it.
Oh man, we going
That's
after
wild.
this. I got you. Nah, bro, because I seen somebody. I read the comments. Somebody said this is a glorified Hardee's. Man, that was fighting words. I had to hope, because I don't get on Facebook. It's like obviously old people, but that was fighting words.
I hear
for
Sonic
me.
a lot. I hear like Sonic.
Yeah.
Bro, Sonic
just had one
burgers
right before
are
this.
trash, and I work
What?
at Sonic. You like Sonic meat? Pause.
I don't even want to answer that.
No, but like the burgers. The
yeah, the
burgers.
burgers are fire. I just had one.
The
Not even
Sonic
lie.
is so trash to me.
Why?
It's so, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
The
Sonic
meat
Sonic is
the
kinda
burgers
ass
are
to me.
trash.
Just I had
Sorry,
bad experiences with Sonic.
I'm sorry,
so-
this fat dude taking over. You know what I'm saying? So, dang, but that's crazy, bro. Like,
The one in KC just wasn't good though.
But what did you like? Did you
Wait,
order
did you-
all
I don't
time?
remember, Trey.
You got to get an all-time favorite. That's
Yeah, bro,
for my
that's-
people that are in Springfield getting Whataburger for the first time. Please do not roll up to the drive-thru or
Order
go
number
inside
one.
and get a number one. That is
Number
like
two.
you going to Hardee's or
Or
McDonald's or Sonic. Get you an all-time favorite, sweet and spicy burger,
That's yeah,
Uh,
top tier.
Monterey avocado burger, the honey
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
honey
That's
butter
not
chicken
on the
biscuit.
list.
That's not on the list.
Oh, what?
but-
and then
This guy's got the hacks to
Uh,
the,
a
the menu,
chicken-
bro.
a
The behind
chicken-
the scenes joint.
man, a chicken barbecue, chicken strip barbecue sandwich. Get one of those. I promise those will change your life.
Oh.
Those
If you
will
really
change
want to
your
hack
life.
it, you know what I'm saying? Honey, you said barbecue chicken strip sandwich.
Yeah.
If you really want to hack that, then take off the barbecue sauce and the cheese and put the honey butter on top, and you got a bigger,
Yeah,
sandwich.
you going crazy
Yeah,
then.
bro.
Y'all are funny.
Like, come on, bro. But
Y'all
like,
are too funny.
Yeah, bro.
that's
like,
like
They
words
breaking
when I
it
see
down
people.
to science.
Man, like y'all disrespecting Whataburger, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's one of the best. It's not even a restaurant.
There's a
to
reason
me.
why Patrick Mahomes got him. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
said he needs them to be here.
Like,
the
come
reason.
on, bro. Y'all disrespecting.
Oh, is
Whataburger,
that the
bro.
reason why they're up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Patty.
All because of Patty Mahomes.
It started in KC and now they're just trickling their way. Well, the franchise bought out in Chicago.
I was wondering why they went more north than we were.
Yeah,
I was
well-
like, how the hell did they
They,
skip over?
they started
Yeah.
so the franchise back in like 2016. They bought it in Chicago. Somebody, one of the owners was in Chicago. It was in Texas, and that's what's now starting to get it more
Okay.
regional. But I mean, it's okay.
It's never going to be as good as Texas. Though.
Never.
I see. I had mine in San Antonio. I can't remember where it was though,
Oh, And-
or what I got. I mean,
yeah.
I just remember that it was
go
good.
back and take.
all time favorite.
Do you
all-time
pay
favorite.
attention to like what you eat, Matt, and all that nutrition and stuff? Or you like, man, you like Chad?
Are you a
Chad
McDonald's type of
Ochocinco?
that segue was
Chick-fil-A.
fire.
Nah, see, yeah, I try to pay attention to what I eat. You know, every once in a while, I feel like I say it like this. I feel like eating a disgusting meal. Like McDonald's is something that I eat, and then I just feel like doing nothing, and just like
Right.
sit there all day. You know, so I like every once in a while you feel like getting that, but for the most part, I try to watch what I eat. And
Yeah. Now, even though Puerto Rico, right? That's part of the U.S. It's like U.S. territory, but obviously those foods you're probably eating more pure food out there, like homegrown food.
Like rice, beans.
Yeah.
Was it? Did you feel a
chicken.
difference from when you came to the States of like our food is worse, or how did you feel about that?
Nah, I feel like the food is pretty similar. Obviously, nothing's gonna be like my mom's cooking, my grandma's cooking, you know. But I went to a few, mainly in Jersey. You know, Jersey got great food.
You went to a bodega.
Yeah, bodegas, all that. They
You get
got
chopped cheese.
they had some they had some Dominican spots that had food that's pretty close to what I eat at home. You know, so I would go there every other day. You know, and grab food and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Do you feel the support from Puerto Rico like behind you, and how does that feel like being? Because obviously, it's not a lot of Puerto Rico basketball isn't the first sport in Puerto Rico. I'm pretty sure it's
Is
not.
it soccer?
No, it is.
It's soccer. Oh,
Yeah,
basketball is the number one
Yeah,
sport in
it
Puerto
used
Rico.
to be
Dang.
baseball. I think
Baseball,
now.
yeah.
I think now
Yeah.
it kind of.
Yeah, mano no papi. That's my play. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so it wasn't like abnormal to be a basketball player. Like a lot of players are trying to be hoopers out there.
And now if you look at the league right now, DeMarcus Cousins down there, Lance Stevenson down there, Brandon Knight, Hassan Whiteside, you know, so it's like a little talent hotbed, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of going a little overlooked.
That's what's up. All right, man. So y'all got something left for?
Top 5 point guards in the league right now.
That's
Top
what we was about to
five?
go to our mismatch stuff. So.
Yeah,
I was going to
man,
say,
top
I
five.
figured Trey was going to do his
Before
hot.
you answer that, I want to know who do you style your? Is it anybody in the league that
who
you style
crap-
your game
yeah,
after?
who you crap your game after?
So I like to. I know everybody's using this answer nowadays, but I like to take pieces out of everybody's game. You know,
That's real.
But I feel like if you were to narrow it down, I feel like I'm a combination of like Kyrie,
Yeah.
Chris Paul, and
Yeah.
Steph, like a little
Okay.
like mixture of that.
That's a dynamic.
Yeah, that's a crazy.
That's a-
You got the handles
That's a dynamic.
with the passing game, and then
With the shot.
you can knock it down from anywhere.
Yeah,
Curry
Yeah.
just had a triple double.
They lost though. They lost.
did.
They
They
lost.
did,
But
yeah,
yeah,
they
definitely lost.
who your top definitely lost. Who your top 5 point guards in the league right now?
And it could be from AI. Actually, you said in the league.
No, you said right. You
Well,
said right
no,
now.
not right now. In general,
all time.
Yeah,
in
all
general,
time.
In general, it could go from AI. Which AI, he was a shooting guard, but
Yeah, see, I got AI as a point guard.
Yeah,
AI is my favorite
shooting
player.
guard. Okay.
I mean, like LeBron and AI are my two favorite players. So I had to no order. What are we kind of LeBron as? Like,
Well, did you say point guards or you said five
I
play
mean,
your
we can-
5 favorite
we can go
players?
5 favorite players.
Yeah,
and
5
point
favorite
guards. So
all
we
right, so
can-
5 favorite players. It would be Kyrie, LeBron, AI, Jordan. I'm gonna throw Kobe in there because I love Kobe.
Yeah,
I was about to
that's
say no.
what's up.
I was waiting. I was like, no,
Kobe, all time players. Yeah, he in my top 5. We've talked about this though.
Yeah,
remember
that was
like
first pod.
if we made like a black top list, who gonna be in your 5? Kobe always be in your 5.
Yeah. If it's like I'm picking 5, like a point guard, shooting guard.
Yeah. So let's say this. You go into the Rucker. You can pick 5 players, including yourself. So you running the 1. Well, you ain't got to run the 1, but who in your 5? Who the other 4 running with you?
All time, I'm taking me, Jordan, LeBron. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'm going Kevin Durant
Ooh, KD. That's a nasty pick.
and Shaq.
Okay, yeah.
Shaq Diesel.
I was either gonna be like Giannis or Shaq. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting.
I'm not the biggest Shaq fan,
Uh-huh.
but I'm still a big Shaq fan. So I think Shaq around out my team pretty well. I think I have a little bit of everything. I got defense, a lot of shooting, greatness.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So say you go into the Rucker, not who are 5 guys you know, like you go into the Rucker, who 5 guys you gonna personally call? Like Matt, they bring you back for like a collegiate Rucker run. Guys you know personally that you gonna go, like who you played with, you gonna
Personally.
call.
Oh yeah, this is yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go positionless. I'm going my little brother Brandon. He gonna be playing like the 2 or the 3. He's 6'5", you know what I'm saying? So I'm going me, him, my 2 boys Doug and Daryl. They gonna be on my squad. And I'm going with my boy Casey. He gonna be blocking all the shots, getting all the rebounds, you know, dunks, all that stuff.
It's crazy. Y'all switch it. How y'all guarding?
Yeah,
Y'all switch anything?
we switching 1 through 5. We just running. We out getting a lot of shots up, a lot of dunks, winning the game.
You Jelly fan or you Slam fan? Which one?
If I had to be one, I'd be Jelly fan.
Jelly.
Yeah, I'm not. I could dunk, but I ain't gonna be dunking on nobody.
You got crazy Jelly.
Yeah,
That's so funny to me. Like how y'all came up with that movement. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, that was, man. Shout out to all the Jelly fan guys, man. They had the whole basketball game in the chokehold for,
no, for real. For like
few years.
that,
They
like
had that help behind their head.
that, like 17 to like I think to like all the way to 20.
yeah, like
It was
man,
crazy.
You couldn't go to a court without seeing somebody jelly.
Jelly, yeah.
Like you know how Steph got kids shooting from half court.
Yeah.
They had kids jellying, and you know what I'm saying. They had grown like guys in the NBA jellying.
Yeah.
Jelly.
Jelly, yeah, like Bron.
They got Bron. Yeah, they got
Yeah.
Bron jellying. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. Like just
Yeah.
like high school kids, you know. So
Yeah.
that was a crazy movement.
That's diff. That's diff.
All right, 5-point guards, man.
5 point guards right now. I'm not counting LeBron because LeBron would be number 1. I'm going Steph. No order. I'm going Steph, Shai Gilgeous, John Morant, Dame Lillard.
Okay, yeah.
Oh. And then I'm going to go 6. I'm going to go Trae Young. I know I'm going to miss somebody. Trae, I'll just end it with Trae Young. That's fine.
Trey a legend around these parts.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Mocan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a legend. Did you ever see you didn't see Trey, did you?
No,
That's a little bit before you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just watched all his highlights and all that stuff. But
Michael Porter Jr. Them dudes is legends around here.
Shout out to Darius Garland too. I was gonna throw Darius
Oh,
Garland
yeah,
in there.
Darius, yeah.
He's
Did I
tough.
beat you in 2K? Did I beat you in 2K, bro?
Yeah.
Damn.
I forgot who else. Dude, Trey's a bum. Don't
He
let
always has to do this.
Bruh.
Bro,
Trey's a bum.
we called the other day, and didn't he say he won against you, bro?
He barely. My overall record's way better than
See, he
him.
doesn't let the
that's
see
what
the
I'm
thing
saying.
about him is he can't let the past go, bruh. He can't let like last season's game go.
I feel like that counts though. Like record counts.
Oh, thank you. It's over. It's over.
No,
I was
It's
gonna say,
over.
we hold it
It's
over each
over.
other too.
Matt, if my overall record is like my overall record to him is probably like 60 to like 15. It's bad. Trey, oh my god.
Yeah, if it's that, like that matters.
It's come
bad.
on.
You can't
He's
go
at
up
the bottom.
five games
but then
with that.
CJ also cheated the game too. He rigged the game.
I rigged the game.
Yes, he
You
rigged the
boosting
game.
the sliders?
No, I did not
Yeah.
boost the sliders. This is what happened. This is what happened.
He rigged the
So,
game.
I'm for
but now,
you.
but see, look, but now I know how to play defense on him. Now he's crying.
No,
I got him
he's
crying
playing
in the
computer
car.
D.
I'm
You
not.
play
I
2K?
don't play computer D.
Yeah, I play 2K.
I don't play
He's a computer D
Look
guy.
at him.
I don't
Look,
play.
all right. So back then, when James Harden was still with the Rockets and they had Russ and Chris Paul, they had no bigs. PJ Tucker was the big, right? For some reason, I couldn't figure out how to get my team in the 5-and-out offense. So I figured out it was 21 delay. Once I did that, I started busting their ass.
No,
I
but the
started
thing is,
busting
so like
their
the
ass.
thing is, right? So the thing is, in what 21 delay, 5-and-out, whatever. My big man, right? He's not in the paint. So now I kind of figured him out to where, like, yes, the last time we played, I wasn't playing computer D, but I was like switching, boom, boom, but I was clicking right back. I wasn't just sitting there in the paint like this while my computer man is, you know what I'm saying? I was clicking right back on him and adjusting because CJ has my big man out the
I do
paint.
that. So
Thank you.
I do that. Like I know certain people they just gonna pick and roll, make the big man slip and just throw it to him. So I'll switch on to my big, put him in position, and switch back to my guard.
You'll switch onto your big, right?
But that's what I was doing.
No,
That's
no,
what I was
no,
doing.
no,
Don't
no, no,
cap.
no.
Don't
In the
cap
pick
on
and
camera.
roll, so it's a
Don't
two-man
cap
game.
on-
You
cap
you
on
picking
camera.
you clicking on with the
Cap.
big, but you're not clicking on with your power forward to bring him to the block as well.
That's
are you?
not what I was
You're
doing,
just
though.
leaving the. Yes, you are.
But I'm pushing you
You
one
got
way or
two
the other.
people
I'm
in the-
pushing
you got
one
two
way
people in the paint.
because I'm pushing you.
No, you're
either
not.
one way or the other. And I'm
Trey,
not.
I'm
I'm not
better.
gonna tell you all my.
Trey,
my
I'm better.
flowers.
I'm better than you.
Anyway,
I'm better than you.
Anyway, though, like the last couple of times we
I'm better
played,
than
it's
you.
like 4-1, and he
better
won't
than you.
let it go.
I'm
so.
better than you. It's not
Figuring them
4-1.
out.
It's
Yes, it is.
Didn't I beat you the other night? So it's
My
1-0,
bad.
the new series.
All right, yeah, 1-0.
And we can play tonight. That's fine. I don't work tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm better than
It's
him.
1-0.
Matt. I'm way better than
figured
him.
him out.
Y'all gotta
man.
call me for that.
I'm way
I
better.
figured him
Matt,
out.
I'm way better than
Figured
him.
out.
Like it's not
Man,
even
but are you
close.
better 2K though? We can run it too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm all right. I'm not a crazy big video game guy.
Okay.
Like I only get on the game if my friends are getting on. Like you're not gonna see me just by myself playing.
What happened? What happened to COD when it dropped though?
Like
I heard you was on it.
Yeah, me and my boys, we was always on COD, but it was like me with them. You know? Like,
okay.
Like I was never playing. You would never catch me playing the game by myself. you know?
Okay.
If you catch me on the game by myself, that means I'm like I ain't got nothing to do. Like I'm
That's
way
all
too
right. Trey
bored.
don't play COD either.
Go ahead and
Working
push
on my
those cameras
skills.
one more
Okay.
time, Jay. I'm gonna leave this rolling. So, because Matt, you say you don't party, you're not on the game like that. When do you? What do you do outside of basketball that gets you away from basketball? That's what I'm curious of. There,
More basketball.
more basketball.
Yeah, I'm pretty much like a boring guy. Like I get to the gym like around nowadays. I get to the gym like around 9:30. I'm here till 4. You know what I'm saying? I'll go out get like a little shaker, a little smoothie or something, and I'm right back in here. Whether it's lifting weights or just getting shots up. That's pretty much it. I'll go back home, watch YouTube and Twitch, and then do it all over again. Like
Who are you watching on Twitch?
Man, Kosh and that.
Yeah, that's all I'm watching right now.
My boy Aiden, Bruce, Dante, your age.
The group.
That little
The
group.
group.
That's all I watch.
Man, this is something I want to allude to because you say it's all about basketball. A lot of young guys, they let stuff get in the way. Mostly females, right? I was like that too. I ain't gonna lie. I let a female get in my way too much in high school.
Still like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing.
You're not. I'm not. This is the time I was gonna talk my stuff that I wanted to talk about.
But Matt also has a girlfriend now.
No. That's why. And I wanted to allude to him having a girlfriend. Talk about finding the right one that understands where you at right now in life. Because I feel like as long as y'all been rocking, I could be wrong. You tell me if I'm
How long
wrong.
y'all been?
3 years.
She ain't gonna hit you with no, man, why you in the gym so long?
Yeah, no, like she knows all I do is just be in the gym or I'm in my room. Like like it's never like a mystery. Like I don't know where Matt's gonna be. Like it's either I'm picking up food or I'm in the gym or just at my crib just chilling. And it's kind of we're she played basketball. In high school. She's now a nursing student. She's very like a very driven person. She works very hard. And she has a lot of stuff going on in her life, So when she's figuring out like all the nursing stuff and all that, I'm just in the gym, So it's a little time away from each other, and then we come back together, and it's all good.
Yeah, because help the youngest, man. Because help me too. Yeah, I might need some help. Because it just annoys me when I see a lot of these youngest like they let their relationship stuff get in the way of their hoops, bro. Like that's gonna be there.
Yeah,
especially,
sure.
but if you can't feel, that's why I tell my youngins, like my football team, I was like, man, if your girl ain't hit you today and asked you have you worked out and ate the proper food, she probably ain't the one for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? She in the way. She a distraction.
Yeah, I feel you.
You got to get all distractions out the way. You know what I mean? Trey laughing, but I'm serious, man. I'm serious. And you got to have somebody that supports you. It must be nice to have support.
But that's facts though.
Yeah.
Trey, do you have support in your relationship?
Of course.
I don't have.
Mm.
I'm not gonna go there.
Mm.
It's been rough,
Yeah,
man.
we can cut that.
It's been rough. I ain't cutting shit.
I wasn't gonna ask him, but I mean,
I ain't cutting shit. I might put this on Instagram.
I was gonna ask him. I'm
Oh
not gonna.
gosh, bro, you been shooting shots all week.
I'm just
my-
saying. I'm just saying.
been
Is it
shooting
too much?
shots all
Is it
week.
too much to ask
Bro,
for
did you see
support?
the Snapchat story, bro?
I deleted that stuff, but so
Yeah,
she didn't.
that
get to
was
see it.
wild. That was
I'm just saying.
wild.
I'm just saying.
He's been shooting.
I'm just saying. Is it that like when you don't know you in an abusive control relationship until you get out of abusive control
Until you go on
relationship.
Instagram Live with it.
Facts.
But why you?
Did you watch that live?
We don't. Nah,
Trey
I
knows
wasn't-
about it
nah,
though.
But yeah, I know.
It was wild.
Yeah. But why? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Talking to Mike. We on. Why what? Why what?
We here now. We here now.
See, Trey want to talk about this wild stuff on the podcast. He don't want to talk
Right,
about it now.
right.
No, because I don't know. It's different between me wanting to talk
Trey
about other
wanted an
people
OnlyFans star
and
here,
my
that's
homie.
why.
Like, there's a difference.
We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah, it's like I
That's
don't want to
fine.
expose my
That's
homie
fine.
on, you know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
I don't want to do that.
All right, we'll go into a speed round with you, Matt. This will be the last thing. Skittles or Starburst?
Skittles.
Game winning 3 or game winning dunk?
3.
Getting dropped for a game winning 3 or getting dunked on for a game winner? Cannon, which one did
Can't say dunk.
Well,
He say he's going up and you don't care.
yeah.
He say he's hacking the shit out of it.
I would go for dunked on, but like I'm getting out the way. Like I'm
No, Cannon say he's all in.
Have you ever got boomed on?
nah.
You ain't got dropped?
I
You
get
be head on the swivel.
I get
huh?
yeah I get out the way.
Yeah.
I've been shook like a few times to where it's like like he caught me. You know what I'm saying? But like I haven't got dropped.
AAU or school ball?
AAU.
Why is that?
I just feel like I had the most fun at AAU. You know, it's so much stuff like back to back to back that you don't get time to think. You know, you just going with the flow, and it's just all about memories. Really.
Y'all got one for him?
Nah, keep going.
Trey usually has them.
I don't.
You got one. Let me think.
Nikes or Jordans?
Both.
You gotta choose. See, you gotta choose.
This is drink checks. You have to take a drink.
The most they didn't want to say Adidas, so
Ah, shit. you which favorite player should have play in there?
Kobe's.
So Nike.
Kobe's and Kyrie's. Yeah.
Kobe's and Kyrie.
You got like a collection of Kobe's or what?
No, I don't have a crazy collection of Kobe's. I've had a few Kobe's throughout the time and stuff, but I don't like keep them like in a certain.
Okay.
But nowadays it's hard to find Kobe's.
Yeah, that's what I
Kobe's
was like.
going for $700-800. You
I
know.
was like, you said.
Yeah, I see they
like,
dropping. Are those new Grinches, like reverse Grinches? They dropping? Are they gonna be that much too?
They probably just gonna be like $250 like when they drop, and
Once
then
everybody
yeah.
the resellers gonna grab them, and then they
no
gonna go
matter
for
what.
$1,000. Midwest or East Coast?
East Coast.
Yeah, that one was
No
quick.
hesitation.
Puerto Rico food or USA food? I already asked.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, man.
Puerto Rico or Jersey.
In terms of what
Just living. Like if you had to pick
Living.
one to live.
to live,
Which place would you rather grow up in?
maybe Jersey.
Maybe Jersey.
Yeah,
Was-
I feel like I just don't like the cold.
Yeah.
So, like,
How
Puerto
much-
Rico
have you,
would
have
be
you ever
like
been to
Puerto
Texas?
Nah, I've probably been there for like a tournament, but like
Tournament, yeah.
not really.
Hey.
It don't get cold out there in Puerto Rico. It's always nice.
Yeah, it's always hot.
Yeah.
But that's at the same time, like you always feel like sticky, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Especially-
it's humid out
especially
there too.
when I go like to vacation down there, like when I go like for the summer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm so used to like just like being cold, like being around like 60, 70,
Mm-hmm.
when I go down there, I just always feel sticky. I got to take like 5 showers a day. Like, it's crazy.
Nah, facts. Man, no, but y'all got something else for him?
No, man, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure
yeah.
meeting you, man.
Who do you want to see on the pod next?
Yeah. And you gotta help us get them on, whoever you say.
Who do I got?
Any level, anyone.
Anyone.
Your friend, anyone you want to see,
Uh,
or anyone you know.
Anybody in
I
New
like
Jersey, we could fly them down. No, I'm playing.
But it's low.
Who would I like to see? I like to see Austin Mason on the podcast.
Okay.
I feel like he has a very interesting life. He's been through a lot of stuff. He's a very good player and a great person. So I think
Just
he
run
would
it
be
through the
good.
team then.
Yeah. But before we let you go, anything you got to say to our Bears fans, because we are local guys. So shout out to them Bears fans. Is there anything you want to say to them?
Man, thank you for the support last year, and hopefully we could get a lot more people to the games and we're going to be doing big things this year.
Yeah. Well, shoot, man. We back in the vault, basically like our second home with that guy, Matthew Lee. Big time transfer in, part of the Most State family. Man, we appreciate you for tapping in with us. Thank you for taking your time out. Your Sunday. No, today ain't Sunday. It's Tuesday. I'm tripping, y'all. I'm tripping. But no, man, it was a pleasure getting to know more about your story, man. And we can't wait to see you go.
Yeah, man, I want to see you win,
goes.
man. Your career, man, I want to see you win, bro.
I can't wait to see you back out here behind us on the vault, man, doing your thing, bro. So,
yes, sir. Appreciate it.
I'm a Matt fan, man. Let me get a jersey. I'm gonna wear it out here. Paint my face.
That's wild.
I'm a Matt fan for real.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, didn't you
we
make
need that.
a mix?
Yeah,
that's
right. When they play Newman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little.
I forgot about that.
But before we go, as I asked KG this, does it bother you as a player when you don't get like photos and graphics and videos?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, I feel like, because it's like, I've been at so many games where it's like mad cameramen down there and taking pictures and videos and stuff, and I'll be
You
like,
look on IG, you don't see shit.
yeah, I'm like, all right, like, then I DM him here, be like, all right, like $5 per picture. I'm like, yo,
Whoa.
like, you know what I'm saying, like, I feel like, let's say Trey taking pics, right? He's sending me, I post them on my gram, I tag him. That's more exposure for him. That's gonna be more than the $5, $10, $15 I'm giving him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you ain't got to worry about my boy Jeremy, huh?
No, yeah, my boy Jeremy be holding him down.
He be showing love.
One man
That's my
crew,
guy.
bro.
I always like asking athletes that, how do you got, because I never know how that feel. I'm obviously the one posting it, but I never know if one of the guys at home, like, come on, Big Toe, like, how I ain't getting nothing. You done posted 3 videos.
I definitely be, and it's funny because it's like let's say, like, if you take 500 pictures, I want all 500. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
bro,
me. Like,
he be asking for the unedited, like blurry ones. So I'm like, he's
Like,
the
you know
only
what
one
I'm
that ever does that though.
just cause like I probably ain't gonna post them. I just like want to have them, and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like when I be on the airplane, like, I'm either like playing like Candy Crush, listening to music, but I'm just going back and looking at all my pictures. So I'm just looking.
After
like,
meeting Matt, I keep a separate folder and it's called Matt's photos. I swear.
yes, sir.
And
real
film.
ones. Yeah,
It'll be someone dunking on someone. He's in the back. Yeah, hold on to it.
Yes, sir.
Jeremy, you want to allude to something y'all got working, or you want to keep that in the vault? Let's keep that in the vault, man. I'll edit that out. Yeah, let's keep that in the vault.
See, we never really got to, experience the generation of like.
No, because in 15,
Trey talks like he is like 30 years old,
yo,
bro.
Bro,
Trey
like,
bro.
but we never.
Why do you talk like that?
No,
'Cause
but
we never did.
that's facts.
Like-
Like, when I was playing, we used to have one lady come into our games, and she was making like those posters for 'em.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel for you guys.
Yeah,
it was different. It was
that's
different.
Evangel, though.
It was different back then. Now, when we got to Evangel, that's when media kind of started. But still, then it was like
wasn't-
Evangel.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
like what it is now.
Yeah,
So we
like-
never really got to.
yeah, and we would have, shout out to, I don't remember her name, but we would have, our media guy, Phil, our hair guy, he would have an intern out there, and they would do a great job, and we would eat them, just like Matt, we eat them pictures up.
Send them our
Oh,
way.
God, we'll
But-
eat them pictures up. But no, I feel that. It's like, damn,
And we can't go back.
you got 500 pictures, I ain't got one.
Yeah, we can't go back.
I got like one little picture. I was in the background. I was looking ugly in that flick. That's not even grand.
I mean, their reaction's the same as mine, though. Like, when I pull it up in the Lightroom, I look at everything. I'm like, dang, I didn't get a picture of Dalen. Like, I was
feel bad.
like,
You
bro, like, damn, he dunked. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
That's
Man.
why, like, sometimes I'll be telling Jeremy, like, before the game, like, yo, like,
Yeah.
let me get some extras. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm on the bench, just look my way real quick. Just
You ever showed up with like extra drip on purpose? Like, Jeremy, yeah, I'm dripping today. Like, yeah,
I'm always
Nah, not for.
Always.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's like shit.
I'm never liking.
Yo,
Dang.
yo.
Dang, where you get your inspiration from? Is this like drip wise?
It's
Like,
just
you
him.
it just come to you naturally?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it comes naturally. Like, since I was a little kid, I feel like it really comes from shoes. Like, I always like love shoes. So like, you can't have some fire kicks and then just have like a little weak shirt. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it all together. And then I kind of just draw inspiration from all types of stuff. Like, I like that shirt Trey wearing. You know what I'm saying? I might go. I might. Nah, I'm just saying. Like, I might go to Marshalls and see a
He's
shirt
gonna
like
tell
that.
everyone.
I'm gonna cop it and throw my own little swerve on it.
So
know?
you rock with the like graphic tees and stuff like that. That lane.
Yeah, I'm kind of
hard.
getting away from it a little now, just because everybody doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm going more towards like the a little vintage and not, but now vintage like everybody doing that. So I'm just like whatever I like, I'll put on. Like I'm not, you know.
You don't pull stuff from like runways and stuff like that. That stuff is like a little.
See, I like that type of stuff though. Like Austin, his brother's a big time model. He's a model, and I would like to get into that. I keep telling Austin, if you watching this, bro, please take me on your next trip. Like,
Bro, I've been global.
I've been telling him like, yo, like take me. You know what I'm saying, take me on the trip. You know, I'll sneak in there and I'll walk. You know what I'm saying, so stuff like that. But like I like some of the stuff. Obviously, some of the stuff is just outrageous, and it's like stuff. Like the things that they put out on runways ain't for like today. Like it's for like 5 years from now, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
like
We'll see it later too.
yeah. So it's like kind of like understanding the fashion game and all that stuff. So
Yeah, but so you feel like you the most dripped out on the team, hands down.
I feel like me and Austin are up there for sure.
1, 2.
Yeah.
That's gonna spark some conversation in the locker room.
Top two, not two.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna spark too much comment. Like I think.
Oh, really? They agree?
I
It's
think,
a
I
lot.
think it's,
Okay.
yeah. They might say him. Just you know what I'm saying. He got the more like expensive pieces. You know what I'm saying. The
But
brand
you
like.
put it together.
But you put it together.
I do with what I got. You know what I'm saying. Like
I could just hear Kanan or Rafe like saying something. You know,
Can it be low key with his though?
No. Can't.
Can it not?
we
Can it
literally
not
was
even top
gassing
three?
Kanan on the
He
last
not top
pod.
3.
He's not.
We gonna put your best drip with somebody's overlay.
See, the
Like,
ones I
don't know.
heard, people were always like, "Yo, keep your camera ready for Ray for Austin."
Word.
See, yeah, Rafe got some drip. I'll say the top 5 for our team. Me and Austin 1 and 2, whatever, however you want to put it. I'll go probably
Dawson.
Chance 3,
Dawson.
Rafe 4,
Dawson.
Rafe 4, and I go my boy Mayo. He got all
Mayo-
the all
Mayo got
tech.
the drip?
Mayo got the
Big
low
text.
key. You know what I'm
The
saying?
subtle
key,
He got
yeah.
all the text. He got any color you could name. He got a tech for it.
He
You know what I'm
does, he
saying?
does.
That's tough.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
tough. Mr. Mayo, I think Texas is like East Coast, but Mayo from St. Louis, so
Yeah.
that's what's up. Yeah, man. But Matt, you got anything left before we get out of here?
I said I had a great time today, man.
Appreciate you, man.
I
Well,
appreciate
shoot,
you.
man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the Mismatch podcast. We appreciate y'all checking in. All of Matt, family and friends and followers coming over. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, man. Help us out,
Sure.
and we'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.
Yeah.
Yo.
Deuces.
Yes, Sirski. Appreciate you, fam.
And sweating.
Sirski.